Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Live tonight from Benedictine University here in Lisle as the Cats on the road to take on the Lisle Lions. Wilmington coming off a 27-0 loss to Coal City last week at home in what was a really weird Friday-Saturday kind of combination night. Jeff Dillon joining me up here tonight. Dad couldn't make the trip tonight for reasons at my house that we can explain later.
Yeah.
But he's not here, but I appreciate you coming in and filling in for him. And, boy, last week, it's that rainstorm that went through on Friday. That was a little bit of insanity, and we were stuck in the press box for a while, and then we finally moved it to Saturday. I thought it was going to pour all day Saturday.
Yeah.
And it ended up being pretty nice weather-wise, but the game was something else.
Yeah, I'd say. It was a little bit of a surprise for the Cat fans. I'm sure the Kohler fans were happy.
Yeah, that was a weird after week one, that the whole Morris thing, and you're going, okay, well, how good, clearly they're going to be physical if they could stay that close to Morris, and how would that translate over? And I guess you got your answer on Saturday. The fact that Coal City was bigger, the line played better, and the one thing I will say for Wilmington is the fact that second half they kind of got some things together and played much better in the second half than they did the first half. But there were a lot of problems in a lot of areas, and hopefully Wilmington can get those things kind of straightened out tonight and get pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Wilmington has had an ugly game like that, and Coal City came into play, no doubt about it, and they played well. They're a very good football team, and they're going to do well in 4A this year.
Yeah, you want to talk about a loaded division.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And if Morris stays down there, boy, that could be real. Of course, you got IC, who's – did they beat – what was it, Joliet Catholic?
42-0.
Yeah. So, I mean, good luck with that.
You got IC, and then you got everybody else.
Yeah. But that's going to be a very competitive division. That's always a competitive division, but this year especially.
Yeah. 4A is going to be – that'll be fun to watch for sure. Thank goodness we're not up there.
Oh, holy cow. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. 3A should be fun too this year.
I thought tonight we were going to get a bunch of rain, but I think that's going to hold off. You can hear at home as it comes through our headsets here the amount of wind that's howling, and it's coming from our back. Luckily, on the field, the press box and the stands are kind of cutting that down a little bit, so it's probably not quite as bad down there. And, of course, they have a turf field here, which kind of, with all the rain we've had lately, is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because both teams will be able to get some decent footing here tonight. And this is always an interesting place to come. Of course, we're at Benedictine. It's a beautiful location, beautiful field. But it's a big place, too, and things kind of get lost in here a little bit.
Yeah.
And you got to be motivated.
The stands, I think it's the way they have the stand. They only have stands on one side of the field, which is very kind of strange. But that adds to the lack of environment.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's we were just talking. I wonder what the college experience is like here. I've never been here for a game, but beautiful facility.
Yeah.
Boy, the baseball and softball fields are unbelievable. And Lisle, I'm sure, is happy to be here after all those years playing.
Yeah.
Was it at the junior high school?
Well, once was the high school, junior high school now. And they weren't allowed to put lights up there, so it had to be Saturday games all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting number of years. In any case, we're rolling through our pregame show here. We do not have an interview with Coach Rinks this week due to a couple of things coming up. That did not get done. We will have one for you again next week. And, of course, we'll talk to him in the postgame tonight as well to get his thoughts about this game. I think Coach would keep just as well probably to avoid that pregame conversation this week.
I got a feeling Cats are going to play a little better tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's take our first break of the night. We'll come back. We'll let the pregame show roll on. We'll go through some scores from last week, talk about how this game is going to shape up here tonight, as well as Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Moves on here about 10 minutes away from opening the kick here tonight between Wilmington and Lisle. Back in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. About 7 minutes away from opening kick here tonight between Wilmington and Lisle from Benedictine University, and what has turned out to be a fairly decent night. Temperature in the mid to upper 60s, a little bit of rain in the area, but it looks like that's going to hold off for most of this varsity contest here. So we'll see kind of how things play out in that area, although a lot of rain in Illinois, especially central to southern Illinois, with that tropical storm or whatever it was that kind of moved its way in. They're talking 4 to 6 inches between tonight and tomorrow. And luckily in the Chicago area, that kind of trimmed a little bit south. So we got a little bit of that rain today, but not all of the stuff that they are getting downstate, luckily enough. The I-8 from last week, I know we touched on some of this on Saturday night, but the I-8 from last week was interesting. It's been interesting all year. Peatone played Tinley Park, lost 14-13 to a school that's much, much larger. Than what Peatone is, and that was a 1-point game. Herscher beat Central 17-8. Sandwich defeated Harvard 30-20. Streeter had a tough one against a much, again, improved opponent in Morton, who beat Streeter 54-13. Marengo defeated Plano 31-15. And Lisle last week against Manteno, a 14-7 game for Lisle. That kind of surprised a few people. But I think Manteno is not kind of where they've been the last few years. Couple of good weapons there. But I think top to bottom, it's not kind of where that's been in the past.
Well, going into the season, Manteno I thought was supposed to be a little better than what they showed, at least when we played them the first week. Kind of surprised me. And then Lisle got them last week. It's a close game, but Lisle got them. So, I mean, how good is Lisle, and now how good is Manteno? And is Manteno got Coal City tonight, this weekend? No, Herscher's at Coal City.
Yeah, Herscher. That could be interesting, too.
That will be, yes.
Reed Custer got a win last week, and a big win, 46-12 over Brooks College Prep. I said on Saturday, I have no idea who that is, but Reed Custer ended up getting the victory last week. Also, Westmont 19-6 over Lakeview. Some other scores, Marquette 31-0 over Seneca after Seneca had a big win in week 1. And Westville defeated Dwight, which is also the Gardner South Wilmington Co-op, 29-6. And then Morris, after beating Coal City week 1, goes and plays Washington, and I think was the number 1 team in 5A, and lost 28-7. And boy, that shows you how good Washington is.
Yeah, Washington team's supposed to be really, really good this year. I think they're still holding the #1 spot. If you look at any polls, anyway.
Well, both teams out there tonight, I believe we'll probably have the national anthem here in just a moment. When they get set to do that, we will take a break as well. Just a few minutes away from opening kick here tonight. By the way, Wilmington in their white jerseys with purple helmets and purple pants. Lisle in the blue uniforms with white helmets and white pants here tonight. I have the Star Spangled Banner here, so we will take a break. We'll come back after our national anthem with opening kick tonight as Wilmington Wildcats Weekly rolls on, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Just a minute or two away from opening kick here tonight between Wilmington and Lisle as we bring Wilmington Wildcats Weekly to a close, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Big thank you to them. Wilmington and Lisle always seems to be one of those games where you think you kind of know what's going to happen, and then you see the game and it's something completely different than what you thought was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. We always play good up here, I think. Yeah. You know, I know we always play Lisle tough, and they've had some years, on and off years, but last few years they've been coming on a little stronger. They got a really good running back this year. Good quarterback, McGrath kid. So it should be a good game. Good game. We're looking for the Cats to come out with some authority tonight.
Yeah, and Wilmington, of course, runs the football all the time. Barry has done that for years, and you'll see that tonight. Although I still think there are going to be some games this year where Keaton has some opportunities to get the ball down the field. And if you're Wilmington, you kind of almost have to work on that at times for that playoff push. So I think you'll see a little bit of that from time to time. But for tonight for the Wildcats, I'm sure they would be completely fine with running the ball 40 times and getting a win and kind of getting things back on track.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not allowed to say anything about passing. I already got in trouble
you got in trouble with
earlier this couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you did. So Lisle about set to take the field here as these two teams, in what has been a tradition of close games, will get set to kick it off here again tonight. And there have been some years where you've come into this game and said, you know, this is going to be a whitewash. There's no way this is going to even be close.
Yeah.
And then it's overtime or the last possession of the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like one of those kind of matchups every year. For some reason, Lisle always seems to match up right with Wilmington. So I think they're searching for the chain gang. I mean, literally.
Is that?
They had to make a PA announcement for the chain gang to show up.
They just pulled a guy out of the stands. He's walking across the field.
I mean, in all seriousness, I think they're literally looking for them, although that might be those
I see
two headed over there now.
Yeah, there's one guy.
I think they got well, one at least.
Looks like they got 3, 4. I don't know.
Well, whoever's over there, they're going to be on chain gang tonight, whether they wanted to be or not.
Yeah. Wait, they gave Barry a stick. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that could be dangerous. So the ball will be teed up at the 40 as Lisle will get set to kick off here. A.J. Kasmer, the 6'2 senior for Lisle, will get set, or excuse me, it's Jay McGrath who's actually going to kick off here tonight. I thought it was Kasmer walking out there, but it is McGrath who last year did, I think, literally everything for Lisle as he will approach and kick it off deep. This will be taken at the 7-yard line as Tafoya goes off across the 20 and gets wrapped up near the 25 as Antonio Tafoya with a nice return. And the Cats will start up 1st and 10. You know, the one thing about this particular stadium is that it feels like you're a mile and a half away.
I think we are.
From what's going on.
Actually, I think we are, John. It does feel like that.
Yeah,
you're right.
It does. You're looking over a lot of territory.
I brought my binoculars because
I'm glad
I need them to see about 3 feet away. But
I'm glad you did because I'm not so sure I can see that. So the Cats will have it 1st and 10. And to the double wing they go. Hopwood under center. In motion is Dempsey. And he'll get the handoff off the left side, pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. It's Dempsey, Trey Shaw, and Rodewald at fullback tonight.
Yeah, Lyle's like everybody else. They got 10 guys up on within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
You'll see a lot of that, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 guys in the box. There's even some teams that will throw 9 in there.
Yeah, there's everybody. It's up within 10 yards here, John.
Yep, so back under center goes Hopwood, 2nd down and 7. In motion was, I believe that's Shaw who gets the handoff off the right side, and he'll pick up a yard or 2, but it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Wilmington as things not working so well in the rushing game here early. That's a gain of 1. So 3rd and 6 for Wilmington. The ball just shy of the 30. See what the Cats elect to do here. See if Barry wants to go to the air here early or not. But now Connor Dempsey in the shotgun. Our first look at him tonight at quarterback with one back to his right. And it seems like every time he's in shotgun, the snap goes awry. It does again. And Connor Dempsey is dropped back at the 11-yard line. That is a loss of 18. As again,
I'm not sure on that, John, if it was the snap was off of his left side or he wasn't. He might not have been looking at the snap when they snapped it.
Boy, it's just
hard to say.
It just seems like out of that set this year, there have been all kinds of issues. Well, that's not exactly the way Wilmington wanted to start tonight. 4th down and 23. The Cats back at their own 12-yard line as Grant Imhoff on to punt for Wilmington from his own goal line. Gets actually a pretty decent kickoff, but the fair catch called for and made at the 35. And boy, oh boy, does Lisle have great field position on their first drive here in the first quarter.
That's tough kicking right there, John. It looks like I'm looking at the flag, and it's down on the field. It's hitting our back as we stand up here by the press box, but down on the field it looks like the wind is coming out of the north and right down the middle of the field. And he was kicking right into that.
All right, so Lisle has it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington. How in the world did they get it all the way up at the 32-yard line?
He fair caught it right there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. So McGrath drops back, fires right side, wide open receiver. There is a flag down in the backfield. Cruising up the sideline is Michael Walker. He goes into the end zone. There's another flag in the end zone. So I got a feeling that was roughing the quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
But there is a flag down around the goal line. Walker literally nobody within 20 yards of him.
Yeah, there was some blown coverage on that one.
Well, we'll see what this penalty is, but again, Wilmington goes backwards 20 yards in their first drive, and Lisle's first play of the night is effectively a wide receiver screen that goes 32 yards for a touchdown. Well, they're walking all the way back, so this is going to be interesting what this call is. There are actually two separate flags. We have roughing the quarterback on Wilmington, which we knew was coming, and we have a hold on Lisle. But what they offset. Okay.
Replay first down.
That is a big break for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and personal foul holding against the Lions.
And that holding penalty, by the way, was inside the 5-yard line. They threw the penalty flag almost into the end zone.
Yeah.
So you really didn't even need that if you were the Lions. 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line out of the two-back set. This comes near side, and that's not going to go anywhere. Good pursuit by Wilmington defensively. The running back was Demetrius King Jr., and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So 2nd and 10 for Lisle.
Connor Dempsey, Sam Hafner among those on the tackle.
So Lisle setting up here, and what is essentially their version of the double wing, just with two backs straight ahead instead of angled. And out of the shotgun, McGrath goes right side. And there's nobody near the wide receiver inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Finally tackled out there is Jacob Cole.
Jay McGrath connects with Jacob Cole.
And that's a gain of 15 yards on that pass play.
Well, that was a little better than the first one, but still he was wide open. There was nobody around him when he caught that ball.
Well, you could just see him rolling out there toward the sideline, and yeah, just a lot of space. So again, that's two wingback set out of the shotgun. McGrath with one back to his left. 1st and 10 from the 19 of Wilmington. McGrath coming left side. He's got all kinds of room, and he's down inside the 10, inside the 5, and he'll get all the way down inside the 2-yard line. Gets all the way to the 1, and Lisle will have it 1st and goal from there after a gain of 17 yards for McGrath. Not the start Wilmington was looking for tonight, that's for sure. So McGrath under center now. The lone setback is Michael Walker, basically their version again of the double wing, and McGrath is in for the touchdown.
That's easy.
Well, that didn't take too long for Lisle. They lead at 6-0, 8:02 to go in the first. There's not a whole lot you could say about that drive other than Lisle just went straight down the field. So McGrath, the guy that does everything, will come on to kick the extra point here. Good snap, good hold. The kick by McGrath is good as well. And Lisle will lead it 7-0 with 8:02 to go in the opening quarter. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Yeah.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
7-0 is the lead here for Lisle. 8:02 to go in our opening quarter, and things did not start off well for Wilmington.
No, not at all.
On 3rd and 6, Dempsey was in the shotgun, snapped it straight by him, and all of a sudden, Wilmington punting out of their own end zone. That only went to the 35 and ended up being at the 32 on the fair catch. Lisle scored a touchdown on the first play. It got called back, and then they went straight down the field again and scored. So near side, as this taken across the 25 to the 28 by Trey Shaw, and Wilmington will have it there 1st and 10.
Looks like Nick Martich.
Still not bad field position, John, but they got to do something with it.
Yeah.
They got to do something with it.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 28, just shy of the 29-yard line. And Wilmington's offense sputtering in that first drive. Let's see what happens here. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood under center. And he'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard on the quarterback keeper.
He had some space there in the middle, but it closed up really quick.
I think they'll be relatively generous and give him 2.
Defensive line of scrimmage, hold it down to maybe a yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
So, well, they did kind of move it back, so it'll be officially a yard for Hopwood. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Lisle students, just a reminder, 5-star is on. Check in tonight. You could be the next recipient.
So Dempsey off to the near side. I believe that's Hafner on the far side, but I can't really tell. Rodewald at fullback here. Pitch comes near side, and that's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a yard or 2.
23 with the ball.
That was.
Oh, it is Trey Shaw.
That is Trey. Yeah, I thought that was Rodewald, but that was Shaw.
It's hard to tell from here. 23 or 28 is really difficult to see. Trey gets about 3 yards on that carry, and again, Wilmington faced with 3rd and long, 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Ball out at the 32-yard line. Again, double wing for Wilmington. Hopwood under center. Everybody's packed in there for Lisle. Handoff comes right side. This is going to be a 1st down. Good hard run out near the 40-yard line. As
that was Shaw again.
Yep, Trey Shaw. Initially, it looked like there was not a whole lot there.
He just found a little seam just between the guard and tackle, and trickled through there. The last probably 2 or 3 yards there, John. He kind of almost fell for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Cam Harbor going off the far side. He's shaken up a little bit as he hobbles off to the sideline, and Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from the 40. Hopwood back under center. Everybody packed in defensively. This pitch comes off to Connor Dempsey, and again, maybe a yard on the run for Connor. As the problem for Wilmington is the fact that Lisle's got 4, sometimes 5 down linemen, and when they only have 4 down linemen, they're basically putting 5 linebackers across and filling every gap out there, and it makes it really difficult to find any lanes, especially if you stay inside the tackles.
Even the 2 DBs are up within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd down and 9 for Wilmington. Back in motion is Shaw. Comes near side on the pitch across the 45, out near midfield. Not quite a 1st down, but he will be close.
Just a little short. Yeah, that was a nice run there. He got some good. The guard on the left side pulled. You got a nice block out on the end, and Shaw took advantage of it.
Michael Walker ends up making the tackle for Lisle. We're down to 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Wilmington moving the football here on their 2nd drive of the night. Dempsey on one side with Rodewald at fullback, and again, the Cats try a keeper, and I don't think they got the 1st down.
I think they're giving it to him, John. Well, let's see which.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think they got it. Both side judges are giving them just past the 50-yard line, so they got it.
I guess. That's an awfully assertive 1st down for something that was relatively close. But
yeah, I'm looking at the binoculars, and I didn't think he got it, but he must have just got enough underneath that pile.
I guess they were confident enough to say 1st down. I wasn't confident enough, but I'm not.
Well, we're not.
Thank
goodness we're not on the field.
We're a ways away.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 for Wilmington from the 49 of Lisle, and that should have been, well,
No.
maybe they didn't get across the line.
No, they didn't.
Dempsey left side.
He's
goes
got some room over
across
there.
midfield down to the 46. Be a gain of 3 yards for Connor Dempsey on the pitch.
With no help from several lines.
They got a little bit of movement on that stop motion, but not far enough to draw a flag.
Yeah, 2 of the defensive linemen jumped, but they didn't jump far enough. That was a nice run by Dempsey.
They gave him 4. So it'll be second down and 6 for Wilmington from the 46-yard line of Lisle. This is really an important drive for the Wildcats after all the difficulties that they've had last week and then the first drive tonight. Pitch comes right side. There's just nothing there. I mean, Lisle does a nice job of stacking everything up. And that is Sam Hafner. He'll pick up a yard.
That was their big guard in there that made that tackle, but that middle linebacker came crashing into the line of scrimmage. And there's just nowhere for him to go.
Well, for Wilmington, I think if you get a few yards here, it's a fourth
You got third and
down
4.
option. So
Yeah.
like you really need to get 2 or 3 to keep it close. Out of the double wing again. Handoff goes to Dempsey left
He's got
side.
room.
Inside the 40. He has the first down to the 38-yard line. A little bit of misdirection that time around. As Connor will pick up 6 and another first down.
Charlie Waldusky with the tackle. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line.
On the stop for Lisle was Charlie Waldusky, a 6-foot senior defensive lineman for the Lions. First and 10, Wilmington from the 38 of Lisle. Well, the Cats just churning out some yardage here on this drive. In motion, Dempsey gets the pitch left side, and somebody shot through and has Connor way in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 5. Is that McGrath?
Yeah, it was number 11. Yeah, it's McGrath. So he was blitzing. He came free.
Well, a loss of, they're going to call it 4 for Connor Dempsey. And now second down at 14. That's not, again, the area that Wilmington wants to be in. Second or third and long. Back to the double wing here for the Cats. Hopwood under center. Pitches it to Dempsey left side. Gets the 40. Shoves the pile ahead down to the 36-yard line. And what would normally be a very good run on the 6-yard gain from Dempsey just sets Wilmington up with third down and long. Say third and 9. They're going to move the ball back out to the 37. Down to a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. And again, you're in 4-down territory here, so if you get a decent chunk of yardage, you have a few plays available to you. Third and 9 for Wilmington from the 37. In motion is Dempsey. Handoff comes near side. Hafner doesn't get the corner. There's a flag down anyway.
I think we have motion, John.
It certainly looked like both wingbacks were moving. They're going to call a hold, but
hold.
Either way, I think you're right.
Yeah, they didn't. We did have both backs moving, but they didn't throw the flag for whatever reason. But they got us for a hold. Got the Cats for a hold.
Well, that's going to go from third and 9 to third and 19 unless they elect to decline the penalty. If they decline it, it would be 4th and 11. So
looks like they're going to decline it.
If you're Lisle, you might as well decline it.
Yeah, it looks like he's declining
There's no point in giving Wilmington 2 shots at it here.
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, wait, they're going to move
I saw one of the coaches down there waving it off, but
Well, that'll give Wilmington 2 shots at it. Now, granted, it's third and
21, I believe.
21. I think it should do. Okay. I'm talking to myself. It should be third and 19.
That's what I thought. It should have been from
So I don't know how they get the 20. Was that a spot foul or something?
That's what they did, or they put it from where the ball was sitting. I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it should have been that way, but in any case,
been from the line of scrimmage, right?
3rd and 21. Hopwood fires down the middle, and that is intercepted. Oh, actually, it's incomplete. As back there in coverage for Lisle was Aiden Lombardo. They're going to say it's incomplete, and Wilmington will be forced to punt away on 4th and long. I think that pass is intended for Trey Shaw and overshot just a little bit.
Well, Lions were definitely ready for a pass play there. It's pretty obvious.
Well, 4th and 21 for Wilmington now. As Grant Imhoff will get set to punt it away as they back into that punt formation.
See if he can hang this up in the wind a little bit. Keep it out of the end zone.
2 Lions back deep at the 20. Well, that's a beautiful kick.
Yeah, that's not bad.
High kick taken down at the 15. And coming near side and then losing some yards is Demetrius King Jr. He couldn't make up his mind where he wanted to go.
They're going to spot him at 18, it looks like.
That's a return of about 0.
Yeah.
And Lisle will have it 1st and 10 from there. So if you're Wilmington defensively, if you can make a stand here, you could flip that field position a little bit, give yourself a shot. But the way Lisle moved the ball the first time around, Wildcats has some things to work on.
0-0 in the first.
So McGrath breaks the huddle with the Lions. 1 receiver to the far side. They're going to stay in what is effectively that double wing with McGrath out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself and pick up a couple of yards. Good job by Wilmington with some gang tackling in there.
There's Dempsey and Rodewald in there?
Yep.
Looks to be Michael Walker with the ball. The Lions pick up
a gain of 3. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, Lisle leads it 7-0 as we head to the second quarter here from Benedictine University. We'll take a break, come back with more Wilmington Wildcats football in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Start of quarter number 2 as Lisle will have it. 2nd down and 7 from their own 21-yard line. McGrath under center this time. Handoff comes right side. And that looked, I thought it was a fumble, but it might have just been, it was, but he got it back, I guess.
He got it back, yeah.
Walker off the right side. Boy, he's a big back to bring down. So he'll pick up about 3 more. He'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3.
Again, good tackling, good team tackling by the Cats.
So 3rd down and a long 3. McGrath back out of the shotgun again with 1 receiver split out to the far side. McGrath rolls left side, fires. That's complete. And taken all the way out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 10 as Koval on the reception. So the Lions will have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. And back under center now is McGrath out of their version of the double wing. Handoff comes right side. And a nice run there by Aiden Lombardo. Looked like he should have been stopped for a loss. Oh, excuse me, it's Demetrius Kelly. Thought it was number 7, but it's Kelly, number 1, who picks up 3 yards. You know what, Jeff? There's a lot of people here tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice crowd.
It's a decent number for a night that looked like it was going to be raining. It's a little cool, although kind of perfect football weather.
Yeah.
2nd down and 7 out of the shotgun. Handoff comes near side. This is Kelly. A lot of space out there. Dempsey ended up grabbing him out near the 45, but he's going to have another 1st down, it looks like.
Demetrius Kelly with the ball again. He brings it up.
So Kelly with a gain of 7 and a Lisle 1st down. And the thing of it is for Wilmington, on a lot of these running plays, they're in the right spots.
Yeah.
It's just making the play has been the problem. Now the pass defense has been another.
That's going to be tough.
Altogether.
That's going to be, and Lisle can go to that if they want to tonight, and they're going to have the advantage.
So one receiver split out to the far side. McGrath out of the shotgun here. Double wing again. Handoff comes right side. Boy, there's a nice tackle.
Yeah.
Ball came out again, but after the play was blown dead, that's Demetrius Kelly. And
that was Hopwood on the tackle. It was a nice job by Hopwood.
So gain of a couple of it there. Bring up 2nd down and 8 as Demetrius Kelly got 2 yards on that carry. Down to 9:25 to go in the 1st half. And a flashy 1st half it has not been. But it's been effective for Lisle. Under center, back to the double wing again. Pitch comes right side. Kelly trying to get the corner. Does again. Cross midfield all the way down to the Wilmington 42-yard line. As Cox ended up making the tackle, but
it looks like they're pulling somebody on that play. That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've run that.
Yep.
And they've gotten pretty good yardage off that play. He's had a lot of open space when he turns the corner.
1st and 10 for Lisle from the Wilmington 42-yard line. For the Wildcats, they just need something, some sort of momentum or some sort of play to get things started. McGrath out of the gun, one receiver to the far side. Handoff goes to the back. That was kind of going in motion across the backfield. That was Demetrius King.
Yeah. Number 3.
He'll pick up about 3 yards on 1st down. Bring up 2nd and 7, 8:25 to go in the 1st half. I've not seen much yet from Wilmington that leads me to believe that they're able to stop this, but we'll see. Just again, you need one big play to kind of get everybody going. Pass comes near side. That's caught all the way down to the 31-yard line. And that's Koval again. That'll be a gain of 7 and close to another 1st down.
That's a 6'5" senior. Just a little out pass.
So it is enough for a 1st down. Lisle down to the Wilmington 32-yard line. And the thing for the Lions, this is eating up clock too, and Wilmington is not a fast strike offense. At least not usually anyway. Out of the gun, McGrath fakes the handoff, keeps it, and will get inside the 30 down near the 28. That'll be a gain of 4 more for McGrath.
Well, one thing's for sure, John, the clock's going to keep running.
Yep.
Be a quick
this
game.
Might be a real fast game before it's all said and done. One receiver to the far side. McGrath out of the gun. Again, almost that double wing set. And McGrath keeps it himself. spins away from a tackle, gets down inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 4 more. Bring up 3rd and 2 for Lisle. So bring up 3rd down and a yard. So McGrath back up under center. If history repeats itself, he'll keep it here. Nope, they're going to pitch right side. This is Kelly trying to get the corner.
Oh.
And that seemed like not a great play to call on 3rd and short. Something to string out a little bit. Kelly got whacked.
Yeah, Cats defended that very well. I don't know if that's the same play they've been running on that side, but the Cats defended that well and kept them just short. Well, looks like a half yard or so.
Yep, 4th down and less than a yard. Again, if you're Lisle, why you just don't have Jim McGrath keep it, because that has not been a problem tonight. In fact, that you'll probably get that here. 4th down and a yard. Wilmington trying to come up with some sort of defensive stand, and they do hand it off, but it's to the big setback. That's
the big boy,
Michael Walker. He'll pick up 3 and get a Lisle 1st down. Not the fastest running back in the world, but boy, is he big.
Yeah, he is big. I'm trying to find him on their roster. I know he's on here somewhere.
Well, Wilmington and Coach Rinks will use a timeout here as Lisle going straight down the field again. 5:58 to go in the half. Lisle leads at 7-0. They're on the move again. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
6 minutes to go in the half, and the handoff off the left side doesn't go anywhere. Matter of fact,
go ahead, John.
It's a pretty good play. That might have been, is that Dempsey getting off the bottom of the pile? And I think he laid a lick on Demetrius Kelly, and that will be no gain. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he stood him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Wilmington really needs a stop here and see if they can get something on the board before the half. Of course, McGrath is fully well capable of kicking the ball too. Now they're going to need to get a little bit closer with the wind that's here tonight, but one receiver split out to the far side. McGrath drops back to pass, fires a screen pass over the head of Walker. Yeah. They actually had it there, at least for a few yards. Dempsey was out there in coverage. This pass falls incomplete.
That Walker's a sophomore.
Really?
That's what it says.
Holy
He's a sophomore,
cow.
yeah. So he's going to be around for a couple more years. That's a big boy. He's a sophomore. I think they got him at 5'9". 6'1", they say. That might be a little exaggerated.
A little generous.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's a big boy.
3rd down and 10. Here's Wilmington's opportunity for sure. One receiver to either side. McGrath under center. As he will drop back, fires toward the end zone. Incomplete, but you can go right back to that again if you're Lisle. Tafoya was out there in coverage and had good coverage, but Koval is so big that you could have great coverage and you can still catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, 6'5", I think they got him at.
I mean, what's Tafoya, 5'8"?
Yeah.
That's
lucky, if you're lucky.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an advantage. Well, I mean, if I'm Lisle, I go right back to that again. I don't know if I go into the end zone necessarily, but I'd go right back to that advantage out there. I know that. So they come out of the break in a hurry. Koval to the near side this time to Hopwood's side, which seems to be the side that I wouldn't necessarily put him on. And McGrath's going to keep it. And that was a really strange. Wilmington, a great job defensively.
That was very
why
strange.
Why in the world would you go to that side?
I have no clue.
You just went to the strong side of the field.
I was expecting that ball to go downfield. At least give it a try down here. He was the Koval was under double coverage, but he's got 6 inches on both of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you'd line them up on this side anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Hopwood's got a little bit of size. That's a head scratcher there. So Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 17. And lost in all that's the fact that Wilmington had a nice defensive stand there.
Yes.
As they end up picking up a good turnover on downs. Hopwood out of the game completely. And Dempsey in a quarterback out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Shaw. Shaw trying to get the corner across the 20, 25. Has a first down. Nope, he doesn't have a first down. They mark him just shy. Goes out of bounds after a gain of 9.
About a yard short. Nice run, though.
Yep.
Around the outside. He got the corner. And
well, and, you know, Wilmington did this last year at times when they needed a boost. They went back to Connor Dempsey kind of running that option play, and they're back to it again. Shotgun with Shaw on one side and Hafner on the other. Handoff goes to Trey Shaw up the middle. He'll have a first down after a gain of 4. So basically what they're doing is they're putting Connor Dempsey in shotgun out of the double wing. Trey Shaw is to his right in the backfield, and then they have Hafner on one side. I think I said Shaw's name twice. It's a wingback and the setback, which clearly isn't possible.
No.
If it is, that would be great.
Is it Rotowall? No, it's I can't read that number. I need my binoculars.
Yeah, I can't see it either. So handoff comes near side. This across the 30. Out to near the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on that run.
I think that might have been Hafner on our near side.
It's 20,
28 or 23.
It's 23 on the far side, but that's got to be off the sophomore team because
it could be.
Because there are 2 23s out there, aren't there? Or am I just losing my mind?
No, I think there's a. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I went to the binoculars here, folks. 23. He's lining up on the right side. And you got, this is 28 on our near side. That's Hafner.
Is it Rodewald on the far side? Boy, that could have been a false start right there. Dempsey's going to fire a pass, and it's intercepted. Well, Demetrius Kelly picks it off, and it's down to Lisle's 45-yard line. Boy, I don't. Okay, so Lisle will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Well, that might be the end of the passing game for the Cats tonight.
Yeah, it might be, unless they just absolutely have to. The thing is, though, I felt like they were moving the ball and had some momentum on offense. And then, well, in any case, 3:39 to go in the half. Lisle is going to have it 1st and 10 as they lead at 7-0. McGrath out of the shotgun. Again, their version of the double wing here. Handoff comes near side. That's not going to go anywhere. Good job by Wilmington stacking that up. And the Wilmington bench calling for a fumble. A.J. Kasmer had the carry, and there is a fumble, and Wilmington has it.
Yeah. I thought I saw the ball come loose, John, but I was not sure. But I know the boys down the field were indicating that.
Boy, that's a big turnover for Wilmington, as that ball ended up getting kicked around a little bit, and the Cats have it. And the thing of it is Lisle has put the ball on the ground 3 times now. But one of them, the play was blown dead previously. Walker fumbled it once and got it back on his own, and then there's this turnover here.
Mm-hmm. Hopwood's on the sideline, so they're sticking with Dempsey at the quarterback.
So The Cats have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, 45 yards. Pitch back to Shaw, and boy, that's a nice tackle. Trey Shaw picked up a couple, but that was it.
You got 3.
I think that was Zachary Zakuta who made the stop for Lisle.
He actually went over the top. Zakuta grabbed him, and Shaw went over the top, and Zakuta's so big that he got 3 yards on that.
Yeah, he kind of flipped him over his body.
Yeah.
2nd down and 7, back to the double wing for the Cats. Pitch comes back to Shaw again.
Same play.
Breaks it down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. A gain of 8 yards for Trey. And now Wilmington's got something going. A little bit of momentum. The Cats have managed to.
They've been showing some life on offense this series and that last series. I'm assuming Coach Southall is feeling some softness up the middle. That's 2 or 3 plays now. And that one had some good yards to it. Got a first down.
Double wing, Dempsey under center, going to keep it himself. Boy, there's just nothing there. I mean, maybe a yard if they're feeling generous.
No.
No gain of the play, 2nd and 10.
No generosity on that one, John. Unfortunately.
So Wilmington will have it now. 2nd down and 10 from the 33-yard line of Lisle. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the half. Dempsey back out of the shotgun again with Shaw to his right. He'll hand it off to Shaw, trying to get the corner inside the 35, and stood up there down around the 33-yard line or so.
Well, I'm sorry, John.
Go ahead.
That one looked like Shaw should have, if he would have taken that into the inside. He had a blocker out on the end, and he had his guy blocked to the outside. If Shaw would have gone underneath him, would have been a much more successful play.
Well, now Hopwood back in here. 1:30 to go in the half. It's 3rd down and 10.
In Coal City, first quarter.
So
Herscher Tigers in Coal City, and the Coalers have taken a 7-0 lead.
So Hopwood's going to a wingback position here with Dempsey out of the gun. Boy, that should have been a false start.
Yeah.
Dempsey's going to keep it. That's not going to go anywhere. And it's going to end up being 4th down and 11. Haldowski on the stop.
It'll be 4th down and almost 12.
Well, all that momentum that Wilmington had is now gone. Wilmington will have it 4th and 12, and you might as well just let this clock roll and then put it up in the air on 4th down and see if you can strike something. So I think you could take it down around 25 seconds or so here before you have to snap the ball. And then why not? Take a shot downfield and see if you happen to hit something. So Dempsey out of the gun. Again, double wing here. Connor's going to roll left side. Pulls up. Still looking. Doesn't do anything with it. And instead gets run out of bounds at the 35. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, you've got to get the ball downfield. Give you guys a chance.
I mean, even if they intercept it, it's
right.
You know,
as good as a punt for the most part. You know. Yeah,
I don't know. But there's one thing for Wilmington is that you found a few things that work.
Right.
And maybe you can build on that second half and throw in a couple of wrinkles. So it'll be 11 seconds for Lisle here. Ball will be at their own 35. The Lions want to be very careful after having just turned the football over.
Yeah.
Sure to stick around for our halftime show tonight, brought to you by Pro Real Estate with the office right there in Wilmington. As they might just take a knee here. Nope, land it off. This is Walker, that big back, and he will go for no gain. And that will do it for half number 1. Again, not the prettiest first half of football, but for Lisle, it's effective.
And really, honestly, it's a better half. The Cats, this first half tonight for the Cats is 100 times better than the first half last week.
Yeah.
So I would say, looking at it right now, and the offense was able to move the ball. I don't know There's a couple plays. Maybe they should have gone back to their base offense. I don't know what the, Coach Southall's mindset is, but there was a couple plays in that last series that didn't go very far. They weren't very successful, but the base plays seem to be working pretty good. The double wing stuff is starting to take effect.
Yeah, and a lot of that too is getting some looks in the first half. That's one of the reasons Wilmington's so effective as a second half team, is because you can see the wrinkles that a defense is throwing at you and then adjust to that second half. So we'll see what they do here tonight.
Wilmington coaching staff is really, really good at halftime adjustments. So, and hey, Lisle 7, Cats 0. They got to feel pretty good about that, I would say.
Yep, especially once Lisle got down inside the 20 again, and they're knocking on the door, and Wilmington.
It's great defensive stand on that series. So.
All right, welcome into our halftime show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate with offices in Wilmington. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll check your first half stats. We'll also have a check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We're working on all of those scores right now, so we'll have that for you here in just a little bit. But we'll take a break, come back with the first half stats in a moment. This is the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
Back here in the halftime show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net or by phone at 815-476-7916. Pro Real Estate there in Wilmington. A big thank you to them for sponsoring our halftime show here this year. Well, it's been an interesting first half. Lisle leads at 7-0, and there have been almost 0 offensive yards. And if you think I'm kidding about that, just wait till you hear the actual yardage totals. It's not so great for Lisle either, by the way. Both teams have really, really struggled to move the football.
You want to do Lisle first, John?
Sure, yeah. We can do that.
Here, I'll tell you what you do, Lisle.
We have, mine is kind of all over the place. Jay McGrath has 7 rushing attempts for 32 yards and a touchdown. His touchdown came on the 1-yard sneak. Demetrius Kelly, 6 rushes for 22 yards. A.J. Casmer, 1 rushing attempt for 0 yards. Demetrius King Jr., 2 rushes for 3 yards. Michael Walker had 3 carries for 6 yards here tonight. So Lisle on the ground, 18 rushing attempts for 63 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, Jay McGrath was 3 of 5 for 32 yards. Jacob Koval caught all 3 of those passes for 32 yards in total. You add that up, that is 95 yards of total offense. That's not exactly, lighting things up.
No, not really a barn burner, is it?
The problem is that Wilmington hasn't done that much. So for the Cats, Keaton Hopwood, 2 carries for 2 yards. Connor Dempsey had a really rough first half. 9 rushing attempts for a total of -3 yards, as he had the 118-yard negative play on the errant snap. Trey Shaw, 10 rushes for 49 yards. For Wilmington, 22 rushing attempts for 49 yards. Just barely a little over 2 yards a carry. And Wilmington had, was it 1 incomplete pass in the first half? I forgot to write that.
Yes.
That down. Connor Dempsey.
Well, he had to pick. Did you get the interception?
Oh, yeah, the INT. That's right. I got to write that down here. That's what happens when I don't have my normal thing going on here, and I'm trying to do the stats. That's fine. I'm getting there. We're getting there. 49 yards total for Wilmington. They had 1 turnover, which was the interception. For Lisle, they had 95 yards of total offense. They also had a turnover right almost at midfield on that fumble late in the first half, and Wilmington couldn't do anything with it. But for the Cats, the thing is that they started moving the football toward the end of that second quarter. They made a big defensive stand in the second quarter as well. So maybe you can use some of that momentum to get things going in the second half. I got a feeling tonight, if you can get to 14 points, you might be winning this game, maybe.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We talked about it at the end of the half with the way Coach Raines and his staff makes adjustments at halftime. They're very, very good at that. So I would echo your thoughts, John, and that they will respond on the positive offensive movement they had second half. At the end of the first half, I should say.
Well, we have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. We'll get to that in just a minute. We'll take another commercial break while we try to get those scores together, and we'll come back with a full check of that as well. We're a little bit early tonight. It's 7:45. We're at halftime. This game started a little early, and it was super fast. So we'll get to all of those scores in a moment. We'll take a break first. This is the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. 1955. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Back in the halftime show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate. About 6 minutes or so away from second half kick here tonight as Lisle leads at 7-0 over Wilmington. This brings us to our first check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. And Jeff, I'll let you kind of do the honors there, and we'll see what we got. I know we don't have a full slate yet because we're still early tonight. Some of these games haven't really gotten started too much yet.
Right. I think we started early, too, tonight. Yeah. On top of the fact that first half was fast. Reed Custer at Piatone. Piatone 13-0. Sandwich Mantino 8-8 there. That's a tied game so far. And I'm assuming these are still very early, or at least maybe first quarter, second quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Beginning of the second quarter. Streeter at Plainfield 0-0. Morris at Crete-Monee 0-6. That's Crete-Monee 6. Dwight at Seneca 0-0. Let's see. Joliet Catholic at St. Viator. Joliet Catholic 13, St. Viator 3.
Did we get a Coal City? Did you get Coal City score in there anywhere?
Yeah. Herscher 0, Coal City 7.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got.
Not a whole lot on there.
Yeah, a lot of these games are still 0-0. They're still early in their games. Plainfield, I don't know which Plainfield this is. I think that's a Plainfield. Is that Plainfield North?
Yeah, it's Oswego. Yeah.
Plainfield North 7, Oswego 14. Pretty much everybody else is 0-0.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot going on quite yet tonight, but
Joliet Catholic 13, St. Viator 3.
I think
that'll be a big game for them.
I got a few more. Oh my goodness! Look at this score. Bishop McNamara 34-0 over Riverside Brookfield. That game's probably still in the first half.
Wow.
And Bishop and Riverside. That's not a great football school, but that's a big school.
Yeah.
Homewood Flossmoor leads Stagg 32-0. It's Lincoln Way East, a 21-0 lead on Andrew. Boy, those Lincoln Way programs have really started to kick up here the last few years. Minooka absolutely destroying Joliet Central. That's 41-7 early in that. Rolling Meadows leads Highland Park 7-0. It's St. Charles North 3, Wheaton North 0. Waubonsie Valley a 3-0 lead on Neuqua Valley. I'm sure that's a rivalry to beat the band up there in the suburbs. The battle of the ultra-rich programs. We also have Naperville North and Naperville Central tied at 7. And I think that's everything from a scoring standpoint so far tonight. We'll have more scores for you in the postgame. We're really early tonight in this game, but if you want to hit those Interstate 8 scores one more time there, just for
okay. I think these are up to date. Reed Custer at Piatone 13, Reed Custer 0. Let's see, Sandwich Mantino tied at 8. Coal City 7, Herscher 0. Streeter Plano, no score there. They're tied, no score. Crete-Monee 6, Morris 0. That's at Crete-Monee. And Dwight and Seneca are are still scoreless. And again, Joliet Catholic 13, St. Viator 3.
Okay. And Bolingbrook, whoever they're playing, they're destroying.
26-0.
Yeah, it's 26-0 there. So we'll have a really full check of that scoreboard in the post game. We're just kind of getting some games underway. By the way, Coal City now leads Herscher 14-0.
I wonder where that's at. They don't say on there where that's at.
I think it's at Coal City.
Usually, no, I mean where. Oh, and it's got to be the second quarter somewhere. But
yeah, they don't.
That's how close to half.
Oh wait, it says second quarter. Second quarter. In fact, all of those games that we mentioned are in the second quarter, except Streeter and Plano just got started, and Sandwich and Mantino are still in the first quarter. Everything else is second quarter or later. All right, that's a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll take one more break. We'll come back, get your second half underway. Big thank you to Pro Real Estate with offices there in Wilmington for sponsoring our halftime show this year. Take a break, come back with more Wilmington Wildcats football in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Back here as we get set to start quarter number 3 as Lisle leads Wilmington 7-0.
Because they support you. We're about ready to get underway with the second half.
So the Cats will get set to kick off here. If you remember, Wilmington received the opening kickoff and then went backwards about 20 yards and set up Lisle for what ended up being an easy score, and so far the only score tonight. Trey Shaw with a line drive kick, bounces down to the 10-yard line, drop there, now picked up, across the 15 to the 20, 25 out to the 30, and across the 30-yard line to near the 32 goes Demetrius King on the return for Lisle.
Good return for him.
Well, the Wildcats need to do something here defensively. They forced a turnover toward the end of the second quarter, which set them up with a short field. They could not capitalize on that, though. Lisle will have it 1st and 10 from their own 32. McGrath out of the shotgun here will hand it off. Nope, keeps it himself off the right side out to the 35-yard line. Will pick up about 3 yards on that play. Connor Dempsey in there for the Cats, actually almost 4 yards.
Looked like Hopwood was in there too.
So McGrath with a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Lisle. And then Wilmington did a better job that time of kind of staying on their assignments. That's been a problem the last couple of weeks, is guys trying to do other people's jobs. Handoff comes near side. That's not going to go anywhere. Good job by the Wilmington defense on the near side. That got stacked up. Matter of fact, 2 or 3 different Wildcats ended up being in on the stop. And eventually, Demetrius Kelly got wrapped up. But boy, were there a couple of shots in there. And this would not be good for Wilmington, by the way.
You got a lineman down. That's
let's see. That is
who is that, Don?
71, Hunter Doherty, the 6'1", 277-pound junior. And that would be a gigantic loss for Wilmington because, let's face it, there's not a lot of size up front for the Cats. He's about it.
Yeah. He's up on his feet, but the trainer and Coach Reintz are talking to him. He'll obviously have to come out for a play. I don't know if he got – oh, there he goes. He's trotting off. He's trotting off in a straight line, John. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
And he's going to the right bench.
There's been some times in the last few years where that hasn't always been the case. But hopefully Hunter is okay. They really need his size on offense and defense. But, of course, the athletic trainers for Wilmington will do their job and make sure that he is fit to come back in this game if he is at all. And, in fact, the trainers are taking him all the way over to the bench to talk with him a little bit more. McGrath under center, drops back to pass, fires deep down the far sideline, has Koval, and it is caught, and this might go for a touchdown. Nope, all the way down to the 8-yard line. Koval with the reception, and Tafoya out there in coverage, and again, really good coverage. It's just there's a huge size advantage.
That was double coverage, and that is just size advantage right there. There's, it's just different size advantage. He's got 6-7 inches on those guys. He dropped that nice pass by McGrath, and he dropped it in there.
A gain of 58 yards from McGrath to Koval, and now the Lions set up, knocking on the door again at the Wilmington 6. Pitch comes near side, and nice job. I think that's Hopwood on the near side who wrapped up Demetrius Kelly.
That was Hopwood, yeah. Well, so far the Cats are taking that, coming out of the half, they've taken that play away from Lisle.
Well,
so there's been some adjustments made, and we'll see how that goes the rest of the game. But
certainly looks to me, and maybe you can get a look over there on the sideline, but it looks to me like Hunter Doherty is in the question phase over there. Handoff.
I'm trying to find out where he's at.
Comes near side. This is Kelly with a nice run down inside the 5 to the 3. Connor Dempsey finally made the stop. They're going to put him down around the 2, I think. A gain of 5 for Demetrius Kelly. Doherty's all the way on the left side of that bench over there.
Yeah, the trainers is running them through whatever questions they run them through, and this is really looks like going through the concussion check and all that. So
I think that's what they're doing. So
he looks good. He's steady.
Handoff comes right side, and Wilmington stacked that up. I don't think Walker got in. They tried to go quick with Walker right up the middle.
He's about a yard short.
And no yards there, so now 4th down and goal. The ball is literally almost touching the goal line. Well, Wilmington really needs to stack across that center so that McGrath can't just shove it straight up the middle, and that's what they do. They pack everyone in tight. McGrath keeping it, gets a push from Walker.
Yeah, that one's in.
He got in, but I'm telling you though, without that push from Walker, there's no way McGrath's getting in the end zone, but Walker came in from behind and he's so big, he just shoved everybody across the goal line.
Yep. Yeah, the Lions just pushed the whole line of scrimmage forward, or backwards, I should say, on the Cats, and they only needed about a foot.
Well, this puts Wilmington in a big hole. A 13-0 lead for Lisle, 8:15 to go in the third. That snap looked like it might have been a little errant, but a nice job
he got it
on the hold there. And the kick is good, and Lisle leads it 14-0 over Wilmington, 8:15 to go in the third. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment. You're listening to the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
So Lisle to kick off here. McGrath to do his due diligence, left to right. That's a short kick, really short, taken at the 35. I don't know where Hafner's going, but he does make a move back to the inside and up to the 40. I was beginning to wonder.
I think he got 3 yards on that return.
That was a lot of running to get out to the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 41.
Looked like he was trying to sneak around behind somebody. And Doherty's back in there, so he had his helmet on before that last series was over, and he's back in there now. So.
That's good. Good to see him back out there. Also good to see Wilmington go all the way through that testing to make sure that he is good to go. 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 41. Pitch comes back to Shaw. And again, he ends up getting 3 or 4 just because
he rolled over the big guy again.
Made a little bit of a flip across, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6. And Wilmington just ultimately just struggling to get a lot of yards.
And Dempsey's still in at quarterback, John. I don't know if you noticed that, but he is still in under center.
Well, 2nd down, and we'll call it 6 from the Wilmington 45. Pitch comes back to Shaw, cuts it back, and again, not much there. Maybe a yard for Trey.
Number 73 grabbed him. He needs to cut that a little bit sharper. There was a seam there. There was a hole for him, but he just didn't quite get that cut. Well, and somebody's down.
Is that? That's not Doherty again. Oh,
no,
it's not.
I can't tell what the number is.
So we'll let them attend to the injured Wildcats. 7:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So far, Lisle has been in control. They lead at 14-0. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
Nick Gornick is the injured Wildcat. Got some help along the far side. So the sophomore helped off the field, and Wilmington will have it 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 4 here out of the double wing. Dempsey under center, and he'll hand it off to Shaw. Trey is going to get a 1st down. Boy, it didn't look like there was anything there initially, but Trey stayed very patient off that right side. And it is enough for a Wilmington 1st down, down to the 48-yard line of Lisle.
Well, as we have become the known Wildcat football, John, they are going to be persistent.
Yep.
And they're going to do what they do.
Well, and to this point in the year, I don't think there's a whole lot of other options.
Not a lot, no.
So pitch comes back near side. This goes inside the 45, down near the 43-yard line. Good push off that left side. I believe that's Sam Hafner on the carry. He'll pick up another 5 for the Cats. Sam actually had a pretty good week last week against Coal City. I think he ended up with 60 yards rushing.
Yeah, 60 yards, yeah. By far the best out of all the backs.
Well, the clock's starting to become the enemy of Wilmington. We're down to about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Back to the double wing for the Cats. Second down and about 4 here. As Dempsey under center, pitch back to Shaw, and he got tripped up, might have been by Dempsey. And he didn't get much, maybe a yard. It looked like there was something developing there.
Yeah, I think he slipped as he was making his cut a little bit, and Lions had somebody there, but still, it looks like there's a seam right there.
That's what I thought.
You know, it.
So third down and 4 for the Cats. Handoff comes near side, and there's not a lot there. I mean, maybe 2 yards for Hafner. It'll bring up fourth down. Well, it's really almost just about a gain of a yard. Well, fourth down and 3 for Wilmington, and the Cats have really struggled tonight moving the football, and 4th and 3 seems like a lot longer than that at the moment.
Yeah.
Lisle's done a great job defensively. They've really been everywhere they needed to be.
They've got everybody up there right now, 10 guys.
So Dempsey trying a hard count here. Pitch back to Shaw. There's not much there. I mean, I think Trey might have gotten the first down with some effort.
I think
but it's close.
It's going to be really, really close.
I mean,
I don't think he made it, John.
Based on what I saw initially on that, I didn't think there was any chance he was going to get a first down. But
he got once he started going down, he got a little bit of a push inside the pile, but I don't know. I'm looking at the stick on the other side, and
it's just beyond that 39, and it looks like the ball might be.
It's hard to tell from up here with the angle.
Shy of the 39, maybe. Yeah, it's hard. We're at the 30-yard line on the other side. So
right.
Getting any sense of where this thing is at.
See what they got.
They didn't get it. They did not get it.
No.
They were well short.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, about a half yard short.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So Lisle turns Wilmington over on downs. The Lions will have it 1st and 10 from their own 39, 4:44 to go in the third quarter. By the way, Morris has come back to grab a lead against Crete Moni. Redskins lead at 7-6. I think everything else is pretty straightforward where we left it last time. 1st and 10 for Lisle from their own 39. One receiver to either side. Under center is McGrath out of that double wing again. Pitch comes near side. Kelly trying to get the corner. Does for a second and then gets stacked up and thrown backwards. Wilmington's done a pretty good job defensively on that play this half.
Yeah, and they've got some guys that are out on the the outside now, and they're having a real hard time. Remember, that play was getting them 8, 9, 10 yards in the first half. Now they're getting about 2.
Really, the big difference tonight has been that wide receiver for Lisle.
Yeah.
Koval has such a huge height advantage. And Wilmington could not get to McGrath last time and let him throw a bomb. And
he split out with Hopwood.
So handoff comes near side. I believe that's Kelly again, and there's nothing there again. Good pursuit by the Wildcats. That is Bryant Covington on the tackle for Wilmington. It'll bring up 3rd down 7 after no gain.
The Wilmington defense has really stepped it up after halftime.
And I think that's the right move, by the way, for the Wildcats to put Hopwood out there on Koval. If anything, to make McGrath have to throw over the top of Hopwood, because he could just lay it out there before. Now he's got to be a little bit more accurate. Everything packed in here. 3rd down and 7 out of that double wing from the 42. McGrath, no pressure at all, fires it deep down the near sideline, and it almost is intercepted. That's really good defense by, is that Tafoya?
That was, yeah, it was, yeah, and that was underthrown, but that was also thrown to one of the backs coming out of the backfield, and he's the smallest guy on the field, that number 3. I think that was one of the backs, or was he split out, John?
No, it was one of the. That's Demetrius King. He's one of those guys that lines up, at one of those slot back positions. All right, so Tafoya is going to be back at the 30 of Wilmington. McGrath is going to get sent to punt it away here, and Wilmington really needs to score in this drive. That kick goes straight up in the air for Wilmington. You got to get away from that. Nobody's near it, though, because it's on the sideline, and it bounces backwards and is touched dead at the 47 of Wilmington.
Got a nice Wildcat bounce on that one.
That was only like an 11-yard punt.
That is really that wind is still coming out of the north as far as the field is concerned. That's tough kicking that direction. So we've seen Wilmington's kicker early in the first quarter do pretty much the same thing, albeit it was downfield farther. But
I mean, if you can get a net of 30 yards or so on a punt going that way, you're doing phenomenal.
You're doing really, really good.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Cats. They are out at their own 47-yard line, and Dempsey's going to stay in there out of the shotgun here at the double wing. Connor going to keep it himself inside the 50 down to the 45, a gain of about 8 yards for Dempsey on 1st down.
So Coach Southall coming out with a little bit different formation with the shotgun, and it kind of softened the front up there, John, for Dempsey to run that.
Bring up 2nd down and 2 from the Lisle 45. Now Dempsey under center out of the double wing. Pitch back to Shaw. And again, that's the same guy defensively for Lisle. That's Zachary Zakuta, the 5'10 senior, who has done such a nice job tonight of anticipating where those backs are going to go and beating whoever is in front of him, and he did it again. 3rd down and 2.
Wilmington just having a tough time when they're in their regular double wing formation.
3rd down and 2 from just outside the 45. And the Cats are going to have the 1st down, not by a lot, mind you. A run of 3, maybe 4 yards off the near side before everything gets stacked up. Who even ended up with that? Is that Shaw? Was it Hafner?
That was Hafner, I think, on that one.
So 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for Wilmington. The ball at the 41 of Lisle. Back to the shotgun here for Dempsey. Out of the double wing. Connor drops back to pass, pressured, and gets sacked way back at the 50. And
that's McGrath.
I don't know. So they go from 1st and 10 to now 2nd and we'll call it 18.
Yeah, that was McGrath, and he just, he's not playing too far off the line of scrimmage to begin with, but he was totally unblocked, just free.
Well, and the Cats were moving the football again, and now they go backwards 8 yards, and there's not a whole lot Wilmington has in the playbook tonight for 2nd and 3rd and 15, or 18 in this case. And there's a fumble. Dempsey picks it up. He gets hammered back at the 45-yard line.
Once again, Wilmington pushed back for a loss.
That was just a poor exchange on the handoff.
Well, Dempsey loses 3 more on the fumble, and Wilmington will go to the end of the third quarter. And it's a 14-0 Lisle lead, and really, quite honestly, Lisle has been in control. So they'll lead at 14-0. We'll go to the fourth quarter. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Thank you. This week's game sponsors.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
Start the fourth quarter, and Wilmington has, well, uphill battle would be the correct term, I think. 14-0 lead for Lisle. It's third down and forever. I think it's officially 23. Dempsey's going to hand it off the right side, and that's going to go for 6, maybe 7 yards for Trey Shaw. And the Cats are going to be forced to punt again.
And this is going into the wind here, John. I was hoping that if this happened, it would have been in the last quarter.
Fourth down at 16.
That was not a bad run, but
Nope.
it was third and 3 miles, you know.
Yep.
Oh, man.
By the way, Coal City leads Herscher 21-0. And I'm telling you, Coal City's the real deal in the I-8 this year, right?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I don't know if there's a whole lot of competition for that.
No.
Fourth down and 16. Grant Imhoff is going to get set to punt. The clock has been running this entire time, by the way. Down to 11:05, and that kick's blocked. I mean, there was really no chance for Grant Imhoff.
I think that was, is that Walker, 34?
Yep.
That blocked that?
I mean, Walker got back there.
That's a Gouda.
He almost took the ball off the foot of Imhoff. That's how far back he was, and Grant wasn't taking a long time either. They were just, there's nothing there. So Lisle's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 48. And really, if you're the Lions, you pick up a couple of first downs, and this thing is effectively over.
Yeah.
So one receiver to either side. McGrath back up under center. As a drop back to pass, fires deep down the right sideline, has a receiver, it's incomplete. Good coverage, I think that's Tafoya out there. As that pass.
Just a little bit long, John. It just got him just downfield just a little bit.
Nick Martich was the intended receiver, and I think Tafoya came up with a shoulder being banged up as he runs off the sideline. By the way, Martich isn't small either.
No.
He's 6'3". And if Tafoya's out, Wilmington gets really thin. Matter of fact, I'm not even really sure who's. Dempsey's going to go out there.
Oh, okay. He came in. I was trying to see who came in, and I didn't see.
And pitch comes near side. This is There's a fumble on the play. It's loose.
Lisle got it back.
And instead of Wilmington going for the ball, it looked like they were trying to
scoop and score.
Yeah.
And one of the Lisle players ended up falling on it. We'll see what happens. You know, when these piles.
I'm telling you, Lisle has put the ball on the ground, and they've done it a few times. It is.
Lisle retains possession.
That's number 4. for them, right?
It'll be 3rd down and 13 from the 45-yard line.
So it'll be, and why the clock is still running, there's absolutely no the one official blew the clock dead 30 seconds ago, and the near side official told him to wind it again, and then the far side official told him to stop it again. I mean, if anything, there should be.
Now they're winding.
I don't know.
He didn't even set the ball.
No. That's a. Okay, 3rd down and 13 for Lisle from the 45. This is really the last opportunity for Wilmington here. They must get a stop. And then they've got to figure out how to put the ball in the end zone. And quite frankly, they have not come close to doing that tonight. So one receiver to the far side. McGrath out of the shotgun. 3rd and 13 from the 45 of Lisle. McGrath jots back to pass, fires it near side. There is nobody on this side of the field. Inside the 35 to the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And there's a flag.
Goes.
That's going to be a
Kyle Humphreys.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, that's actually Demetrius King Jr. who actually caught that.
Yeah, he caught the ball.
A gain of.
This is going to be 15, I think, more tacked onto this, John. I think is what's going to happen. Let's see.
Might be a gain of 26.
Yeah.
Call is personal foul against Wilmington.
And it just goes from bad to worse for the Wildcats. 9:39 to go in the game. And the ball is all the way down to the Wilmington 14. And that's like, I think the 3rd or 4th time tonight that Lisle's gone to that screen pass. Basically a wide receiver screen, more or less. And there hasn't been anybody on that half of the field.
Yeah, he was within 20 yards. He was just totally wide, uncovered totally.
McGrath keeping it himself. There's a missed tackle in the backfield. McGrath's going to be down around the 5-yard line. It'd be a gain of about 9 more, close to 10.
It's going to be 2nd down and less than a yard.
And Lisle knocking on the door again. Be 2nd down and 1 from the Wilmington 5. And the Wildcats will use a timeout here as they're trying to figure out some way to get a stop.
I don't know. Well, they're just making it easy for Lisle. You know, it's just.
You know, we talked last week, the Coal City game, about blown assignments and things like that.
Yeah.
And there are a few of those. I mean, there are some people that are wide open.
Yeah.
And, you know, that comes a little bit with trying to push up field and get pressure and trying to do whatever you can to blow up a play. But the thing for Lisle, what they've done so well tonight is they've played into that a little bit. And let Wilmington be really aggressive and then go wherever that pressure is coming from. And that's been a problem. That and the fact that Lisle is so big on the receiver side of things that 1-2 punch is really just kind of done in.
Yeah, that play on that pass play, that crossing route, they had 88 going downfield, and he was double covered, and nobody covered the running back coming out of the backfield.
Yeah,
it's just too easy. Too easy for Lisle.
Well, Wilmington's going to be on the road again next week, so it doesn't get any easier, and they will be at Sandwich.
Right.
And, boy, the Cats desperately trying to come up with something. 2nd down and a yard, 9:32 to go here in this one from the Wilmington 5-yard line. McGrath keeps it himself and got a good chunk of yards there, down around the 2-yard line, so give Jay 3 more.
Yeah, and he got a first down. Gets a new set of downs.
By the way, Piatone now a 20-0 lead on Reed Custer. Well, for Lisle, there's no point in being in a hurry here. one thing I've been looking for in this field, but I haven't seen it. There's no play clock here.
No, they don't have a play clock here.
Which is very odd. So back to the double wing here. Handoff. It's down to the 1. Walker didn't quite get in.
He's down to about, looks like the 1 foot line again.
And if anything, this helps Lisle because more time comes off the clock.
Yeah, they just chewing time. And if it takes them 4 downs, they'd probably be very happy,
yeah.
John.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Get the points and run time off.
Yeah.
McGrath back under center. Quarterback keeper coming. And there's
He's
a
in.
shove again from behind. That will be in for a touchdown.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement going forward for Lisle.
Again, Wilmington had McGrath stopped, but that's where that big back comes in handy because Michael Walker just came in and shoved everybody forward again. And Lisle has blown this thing open. It's 20-0. By the way, Shea McGrath has all 3 of their touchdowns. I think all 3 have been 1-yard touchdown runs, ironically enough. Kick here is good. And Lisle leads it 21-0 over Wilmington. 8:25 to go in the game. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
$21-0 is the lead for Lisle here with 8:25 to go in the game. And, you know, one thing we talked about last week, the same thing tonight. It's still relatively early in the year, but Wilmington's got to find something offensively. The last 2 weeks, there have not been hardly any yards and no points. And we'll see if they can get something going here toward the end of this game to build some momentum going into Sandwich. Out across the 15, 20-yard line, 25, there's a flag, so even this is going to come back.
Yep.
35-40, all the way out to the 42. There's a fumble at the end of that thing, and Lisle will get it back again, so it won't matter because the flag, I'm sure, is against Wilmington.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a block in the back down there, John.
And if it is, Lisle would decline it and keep the football.
Ball's recovered by Patrick Thornton.
Yeah, block in the back. And they decline.
Boy, oh boy.
Lisle ball, first down.
All right, so Lisle will have it 1st and 10.
And once again, they have a half a field to go. Excellent field position for Lisle.
Well, this is, boy, between Coal City and this week, Wilmington's just struggled to get anything positive, and even when it seems like you have a play, like there, you have a play where you're given extra effort, and just something falls apart right at the end.
Yeah, it just goes haywire on them.
Well, Lisle has it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 49. That should have been a false start right there, too. About half the offensive line. Pitch comes near side. That's stacked up for no gain.
Yeah, they haven't. Have they called any false starts?
No, and there have
tonight,
been.
I don't think there's been very few flags actually tonight.
Yeah, there have been at least 5 or 6 that were pretty blatantly obvious. But I mean, in some ways, that doesn't bother me a whole lot.
No. It's just odd. I mean, you know, you get a crew that flag comes out every other play, and then you get a crew that lets a lot of that stuff go.
I mean, this has been a shockingly fast game. Are we even at 8:30 yet?
Yeah, 8:36 right now.
Boy, wow. When's the last time you got done with a football game by 8:45?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if we're getting there or not, but it's going to be not a whole lot later than that. Lisle using the entire play clock here. Pitch comes near side, and that's number 4, Dylan Lisle. As Dylan will pick up 4 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Lions. Well, make sure to stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. We'll have your final stat totals here tonight for both sides. We'll have one final check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. And we'll talk to the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reintz, as well. So shotgun here for Lisle, 3rd down and 7 from the Wilmington 45-yard line. As McGrath rolls right side, fires out, incomplete. Had a receiver wide open,
that
too.
That was 88 again there, John. Yeah, he had him. He just let him too much. Went off his hands.
So Koval was the intended receiver. Now Lyle's going to be forced to punt.
So the defense holds up here a little bit.
Yeah, the Cats make a stand. We'll get the ball back here. Tafoya all the way back in his own 15. So McGrath will get set to punt it away. And this kick bounces backwards to the 25 and is down there. Well, let's see.
Oh, they're giving it. Did you see that?
The 21.
Yeah. The first player knocked it backwards, and then there was another guy, player downfield a little bit, and that's where he picked the ball up. He just picked it up and gave it to the ref.
That's not even close. I mean, that's a good 4 or 5 yards.
About 4 yards, yeah.
I think they're going to make him move it up here, which is the right.
Oh, okay, there he goes.
That was the same official that earlier was winding the clock and winding the clock and winding. I'm like, at some point you got to stop the clock when there's a gigantic pile of people and we're trying to figure out who has the football. In any case, Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25. It looks like Dempsey's going to stay in there at quarterback. I mean, I'm guessing if you're Wilmington, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. I mean, there's not a whole lot here. Well, no, Hopwood's going to be in shotgun here. 2 receivers split out to the far side. As Keaton drops back to pass, he'll fire it deep down the sideline. Has a receiver wide open down to the 48-yard line of Lisle. Was that Connor Dempsey?
I'm trying to see. Yeah, I guess it was.
A gain of 26 yards.
He dropped that ball right in between 2 defenders that were playing soft on him, and Dempsey went up and got the ball. It was a nice catch.
So shotgun again, 2 receivers to the near side. Dempsey swings it out. That's caught. And down to the 46-yard line.
That's
43.
43, isn't that? That's Harbor.
Okay, Cam Harbor. So a gain of 3. Wilmington will have it 2nd down and 7. If they have any interest of staying in this game whatsoever, it's got to be much faster than this.
Wilmington with 2 timeouts. They've used 1 already.
2 receivers split out to the far side. Dempsey out there as Hopwood drops back to pass, has a ton of time, fires incomplete, and he just rushed it a little bit. Had Trey Shaw open.
Yeah, he was feeling the pressure. he had somebody, one of the Lion linemen were bearing down on him, and
all right, so 3rd down and 7 coming up for Wilmington. 5:17 to go in the game as Lisle leads it 21-0. Coal City defeated Wilmington last week 27-0. Lisle shutting out Wilmington to this point as well. 2 receivers to the far side. Hopwood out of the shotgun, jots back the pass. Screen set up to the near side. This is Harbor again, and he gets dropped by Jay McGrath. There were a gain of a yard, and the problem with that play for Wilmington is there were 3 guys out in front to block and only 1 defender, and that was Jay McGrath, and McGrath still made the play.
yeah, Harbor makes a little move there. I think he gets past him, but not to be. We're at 4th and 6.
So here it is for the Cats. 4:30 to go in the game. Hopwood out of the shotgun, takes the snap, jots back the pass, rolls left side, and he's going to let it fly down the sideline. And this is
Caught. That's
is that
Dempsey.
caught down
Yeah.
at the 8-yard line of Lisle. My goodness, this
Dempsey was sitting on the ground when he caught that. He was literally sitting on the ground when he caught that ball. And again, that was dropped in between 2 defenders. Dempsey made a nice adjustment coming back a little bit, but in the process, he went down onto his rear end and caught the ball.
a gain of 38 yards. Wilmington will have it 1st and goal from the 9 as the Cats trying to desperately score some points in a stretch here where they haven't seen the end zone much. Hopwood rolls right side. Going to keep it himself, and that was a bad decision. Jay McGrath ended that run in a hurry.
Yes, he did.
Found Jay McGrath, who wasn't having it.
And I don't know why,
Unless it's 2nd down and goal from the yard line.
I guess a question for Hopwood, but why he doesn't get rid of that ball out of bounds. He's way out of the pocket. And that does 2 things. It stops the clock and you don't lose. What do you lose, about 3 yards on that, John?
Well, he only lost a yard, but yeah, the kicker is you lost a minute of time off the clock.
Right. That's the big thing, right?
And you're not getting around McGrath anyway. So 2nd down and goal from the 10. Hopwood fires into the end zone, has a receiver. That's caught for a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Well, that's a beautiful pass.
And that's
by
Dempsey
Keaton
again.
Hopwood.
Yep, that was beautiful, and
Pass is complete.
nice job by Dempsey getting down in the corner, and Hopwood lays it in there for him.
And that puts 6 on the board for the Wilmington Wildcats.
So that is a 10-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, that was a really nice pass. Hopwood has made these completed passes that he's had so far have been right on the money.
That was a beautiful throw.
Yeah, right into the corner of the end zone.
Now the Cats having trouble getting anyone out there for the extra point. I mean, there hasn't been a point in almost 8 full quarters, so.
Not a lot of practice this
last
last couple of weeks, yeah.
Kick here is.
And that is no good, John.
Oh, boy. That's no good.
Kicked it off to the right.
So it'll stay 21-6 with 3:10 to go in the game. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
So Wilmington finally gets on the board. The problem is it's very late. 21-6 is the lead for Lisle with 3:10 to go in the game, and now Wilmington's going to essentially have to go for an onside kick here. That took a nice hop, but a little bit too big of a hop.
Yeah, right to the back guy.
Well, now for the Cats, you got to go 3 and out, and they're going to have to get a couple of timeouts in here too to get the ball back. And even at that, it's
they've only got 2 timeouts left.
It's a little thin, but we'll see what Wilmington does here. Of course, Lisle has been susceptible to the turnover tonight for sure. I think I'd be
that would be certainly a turn of events, huh?
Yeah, I think I would just tell Mr. McGrath, hang on to the football, get some yards, and run this clock.
Yeah.
So Jay will hand it off to the big back in the backfield. That got blown up by his own guy.
Yeah.
And Wilmington ends up stacking up Walker for a loss of a yard.
The Cats had somebody back there. Was it 58? I think 58 got in the backfield and helped disrupt that play.
So Walker loses a yard. By the way, 58 is Bryant Covington, the 5'11", 225-pound junior.
Hey, by the way, John, in case nobody's aware, the Cubs have been in rain delay for a long time. It's the top of the second still, and they're in a rain delay out in Washington. Lester started the game.
McGrath under center. Now we'll pitch it back. And this is going to go for a gain of maybe 2, close to 3. Demetrius Kelly will make it 3rd down and 9 after a gain of 2. Wilmington uses a timeout. There's still 2:20 left. So if you're the Wildcats and you can stop Lisle here, you would get the ball back with over 2 minutes. The problem is Wilmington needs 2 scores, and they also need a 2-point conversion in there at some point.
Somewhere, yeah.
So you're talking you're going to need a touchdown, an onside kick, another score, and a 2-point conversion all in the span of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which isn't necessarily impossible, but it's not
real likely.
Not easy.
Not easy, no. That's a big hill.
Be sure to join us next week, by the way. Wilmington will be on the road at Sandwich, who, lo and behold, is now beating Mantino 16-14. So it's not going to get any easier for Wilmington next week at Sandwich. Approximate game time there is 7 o'clock here on the network, and we'll just kind of go from there. As Wilmington will be back at home, I believe, for 2 weeks in a row after that.
Right.
Boy, are they really going to need that.
Join us the day after that, Lisle Cross Country Invitational, the main event.
All right, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Lisle really needs a first down. If they could pick up a first down on 3rd and 9, this game is over. McGrath out of the shotgun here, takes the snap, and will hand it near side. That's not going to go anywhere. Stacked up back at the 40, maybe the 41-yard line, as Demetrius King loses 3 more yards.
And Coach Rink just took his last time out.
Okay, so
to stop the clock at 2:12.
Wilmington will force a punt at 4th and 12 from the Lisle 42. And if you're the Lions, you're kind of okay with that. I mean, you don't want to do anything crazy. Force Wilmington to take some timeouts, and you're in a pretty good position now. Wilmington has nothing left as far as timeouts. They got to score twice. So
34-0. Sandwich Indians turn it around. They lead Mantino Panthers now 16-14.
Going over some scores here. We just told you Sandwich was winning that game by a couple. Coal City is still at 21-0 as they've been rolling, and Piatone is absolutely dismantling Reed Custer.
Fourth quarter, Herscher Tigers and Kohlers are at the half.
Well, it's kind of strange tonight. He said all those games are in the fourth quarter. Does everybody really?
Yeah, they caught
everybody
up.
got that early tonight, or
The,
I guess this game is kind of stretched out a little bit in the fourth
I think the
quarter.
Coal City game's still at half, isn't it? Or
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Kick here goes straight up in the air. That's actually a really nice kick.
Yeah.
Taken down at the 28. Out across the 35 to the 37 it comes. They'll be right at 2 minutes and 2 seconds for Wilmington here to score twice.
About the 35-yard line, the Wilmington Wildcats will try one more time from there, 1st and 10.
So the Cats are going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 35, and the problem for Wilmington is the fact that that clock is not going to be very friendly.
No, not at all.
And Trey Shaw comes off the field, which is kind of interesting. They're actually going to move the ball back to the 34. That's where Wilmington will have it 1st and 10. 2 receivers split out to the far side. One is Imhoff, and the other one is Dempsey. Out of the shotgun, Hopwood fires. That ball's caught, and that's going to go for no gain. Maybe a gain of a yard for Imhoff.
Patrick Thornton on the tackle, short gain for the Wildcats.
So now Lisle's got everybody, instead of 10 or 11 guys up at the line of scrimmage, there's only 4. Everybody else is dropping back now. Obviously, they know what's coming. Oh, boy.
And that comes near side, incomplete.
Somebody got an arm on Hopwood as he was throwing it.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for Wilmington. So 1:30 left. So 2 receivers split out to the near side. Out to the shotgun is Hopwood again. Fires near side. Caught by Harbor out across the 40 to the 45, maybe the 46.
And he didn't get out of bounds, so they're still running the clock.
I'm telling you, the near side referee needs a class on when to stop the clock. He told me keep winding the clock, and it's a 1st down.
And they stopped it, yeah. Yeah, he was winding it.
I mean, it's a 1st down. You're supposed to stop it.
Yeah.
Hopwoods is sacked back at the 40. There's not really a whole lot he's going to do with that.
No.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and long with 1 minute left.
Lisle with the sack. Ball goes back to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 16.
Hopwood just
spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Yeah, he spiked the ball to stop the clock, and so the Cats will have 2 more downs to use up here.
Well, we're down to 42 seconds left. Give Lisle credit, man. Jay McGrath is a beast, number 1. And
yeah, he's been on both sides of the ball. He's been everywhere.
And they've done a good job tonight. I mean, it's been nothing flashy other than the 1 bomb pass. Nothing flashy, but enough to get it done.
Yeah.
So Hopwood out of the shotgun here. 2 receivers to the far side. Jots back to pass and throws a pick 6. And I mean, that essentially was just handing him a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
He had, I don't know who was out in a pattern up on the far side, but he severely underthrew that ball. Severely underthrew it. I don't think he had any pressure on him, but.
So the pick 6 will make it 27-6, and this has been a couple of weeks for Wilmington that they would just as soon forget, I do believe. Well, McGrath on to attempt the extra point, and again, it's only week 3. There's there's some things that you can work on, but Wilmington has a lot of those at the moment.
Look at
that
this.
snap went awry, and
No, it didn't. He did that on purpose.
I'm pretty sure that was high, but
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It looked like he.
I don't have
there was nobody out there for him to throw it to either. So
I don't have my binoculars on. So
I think it was a little high.
Score will be 27-6.
32 seconds left. It's
Just final reminder, fans 21 over. You're
27-6.
after the game for a Booster Club social event.
And it's just, I mean, that one drive for Wilmington was a little bit of a bright spot. Hopwood had a couple of really nice passes. And then, other than that tonight, the offense has just really struggled to move the football.
They went backwards on some crucial series, and they made mistakes.
I mean, this has really just been a case 2 weeks in a row where teams have dominated the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Coal City did it last week. Lisle did it tonight. I mean, that front 4 or 5 for Lisle's defense just did a fantastic job. I mean, they definitely deserve this win tonight. They've finished in dominating fashion. And with 32 seconds left, Wilmington's going to get the ball back. But
do not enter the field until after all the customary ceremony, handshaking, etc. happens.
so McGrath has it teed up at the 40, going to kick it off right to left. As the approach here, so it's a squib kick right up the middle. And that'll be picked up at the 22. And Landon Flynn will return it out to the 27. And I'm pretty sure Wilmington has seen enough of this tonight, but we'll see. 26 seconds left.
You're reminded, please do not take the field until after the traditional handshakes and goodbyes are complete.
Well, I'm trying to think, John. When was the last time? Wilmington's dominated Lisle for quite a while, and
pretty much everyone.
This was
quite a while.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I was looking at scores last week after last week's game, and there were a couple of years going back, probably 8 or 9 years ago, where the scores were close. The Cats still won, but the scores were close. But for the most part, Wilmington has dominated Lisle.
Well, the Wildcats have some work to do. There is no doubt about that. Handoff goes to the fullback, and that is going to do it. I'm not trying to see who ended up with the football just to give him a little bit of credit. That's Sam Chapman with a gain of, I think, 2. And
that's going to do it, John.
Going to do it. Wilmington's okay with that just running off.
Yeah.
Lisle will win it 27-6 here over Wilmington. And 2 weeks in a row, the opponents have left no doubt against Wilmington.
No.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with a post-game show. We'll talk about it then. Post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Warren's right over there across from McDonald's in Braidwood. Back with a check of your final stats in a moment. We'll also have a check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. And we'll talk to Coach Reitz as well here in just a little bit. Back with more in a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Having your show for us.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
Big thank you to Warren's for sponsoring our post-game show here tonight as Lisle wins 27-6 and a very deserving win for the Lions as they dominated here tonight over Wilmington. You know what? I think in the midst of all that, I don't even think I did I'm so used to somebody else doing the final stats. You know, I don't even think I did it. Matter of fact, I don't even know.
You can blame it on me, John. That's fine.
I don't even know where my pencil is, quite frankly.
John threw the stats and everything over the railing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Well, here's what we're going to do. Why don't you go over
okay.
the I-8 scores and stuff you have there. In the meantime, I'm going to try to figure this out.
Okay. Piatone 34, Reed Custer 6. That's somewhere after the second half, not sure where. Sandwich 16, Mantino 14. Coal City 28, Herscher 0. Last I heard that was at the half. I'm sure they started the third quarter already. Still, I think that's Streeter 0, Plano 0. Hold on, we got an update. Okay, so Sandwich is now up 22-14. Dwight and Seneca 0-0. Getting out of the I-8. Joliet Catholic 20. St. Viator 3. Not sure where that's at in that game. Westmont and I think that's Christ the King. That's 0-0. I'm not sure where that's at in the game as far as time-wise goes. What else do we got here? Nazareth, who is another one of those private school powerhouses these days, these years, 42-0 over Marion Catholic Central. I think that's what.
Yeah, Marion Central Catholic.
Central Catholic, yeah. It's 42-0. What else do we have here? Got some really big schools. Scores. Did we have a Morris update? Oh, Morris 7 and Crete-Monee 12. Not sure where that was at as far as where it's at in the game. Yorkville 7, McHenry 7. IC Catholic 14, Wheaton Academy 7. That's still a close game. I look for IC to pull away on that one, but we'll see what happens. What else do I have? Beth handed me 2 boards here. Brother Rice 21, Fenwick 3. Manuka, is that right? Manuka 55.
Oh, I'm sure that's right.
And Joliet Central 7.
I'm sure that's right. Yeah, Joliet Central is just not. There's not a whole lot there.
I don't see really much else of interest anyway. Montini's up 21-0 against. I think that's. I'm not sure who that is actually.
And as you can tell, we're just trying to kill a little bit of time here because
John's totaling up the stats and whatnot.
I completely forgot to.
He was so
do
stunned.
The stats. Yes.
So, anyway, the Cats go over to Sandwich next week. Still on the road, over to Sandwich, and that's a close game with Mantino right now.
I mean,
so I don't know. I'm not sure what to take out of this.
I don't know either.
We played they played so good against the first week against Mantino, and it's a stark contrast these last 2 weeks from that first week.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to find some sort of momentum offensively because it's just been stale. I mean, I think I actually do finally have these totals done. Coach Range
is here. I'll go ahead and hand over my headset to him, and
we'll talk
to him a little bit.
Yeah, and then we'll go over these final totals here in just a minute. Joined here on the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reitz. And Coach, tonight, one of those things, whenever we come up here, it's a little bit different environment and stuff, but it just seemed like right off the top, some things went a little awry, and then Lisle jumped on that. And it looked like you had a little bit of momentum there going in toward the second part of that second quarter and couldn't quite get in the end zone in the second quarter, and then Lisle hit a couple of big plays, and that's where it ended.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one. I mean, I didn't expect this, but one thing sports does, football does, everything. It's forces you to keep getting up, and we've been knocked down again now, and we gotta pick up. I think I really don't believe it's an effort thing. I really don't. I think our kids, effort-wise, are doing. We have some mental breakdowns, whether it's who we're blocking or who do I have in coverage or things along those lines. And the one thing we keep letting happen are big plays, and that was a big thing tonight. And I'm not talking particularly DeFoya. The kid made a great play, and he's covering him. He's 5'8", 6'5", and we told DeFoya, you got to go get him. I mean, and we switched up a little bit with Hopwood, but DeFoya then comes back and makes some great plays. It's not a physical thing, and so when you start having mental mistakes, then you start to question yourself, and now you quit believing and playing fast. And, I think the biggest thing is we knew we were green and young up front right now, but that is really – we keep having some breakdowns there, and then we keep having some breakdowns secondary-wise. And then, again, our special teams tonight, hurt us again. Yeah. So – it's not that we're not working on it, folks. I can tell you, we are spending a lot of time breaking things down, trying to get them better. But this is a process. I told our kids we're 1-2. It's been a tough 2 weeks, but let's not panic here. We're going to have to get better, get back to looking at film, and have a right attitude about this. And And I know the kids are going to hear about this and, the whatever the record was or whatever. Well, that's over with. That's done. It is what it is. It's a great record. I'm glad 10 years or whatever it was. Boy, to have a decade, to be able to put that in your program, that it's a decade-long conference streak, that's awesome. But that's not what we're going to talk about tomorrow morning in film. It's attitude. It's how do we get better. So, I mean, that's my job as a coach. And, we're back on the schedule doesn't help. We're back on the road again at Sandwich next week. So, our kids just got to keep getting up. And I tell them at the end, I love them to death. We're going to work better, and we're going to get better. But it's going to have to come down to our kids are going to have to play that game to believe. And once we get that, that's the key. And that's the key to anything. Sure. You know that. You got to believe in what you're doing. And right now our kids are probably questioning a little bit. And so, but we're not going to point fingers. We still have a lot of pride in our Wildcat football program. And coaching-wise, kids-wise, everybody. We're going to get this ship righted and get us heading in the right direction.
Now, the one thing that I still like when I look at some of this is the youth that's out there, and there's a lot of growth to still be had in some of these positions. And, I think with Wilmington football over the years, you get so used to just having that next group of seniors, big group of seniors that's kind of there, and they have that experience. And it's been a while since we've seen a team that has a younger sophomores, juniors, making up a lot of that starting group. And and you're playing teams that have been around, like McGrath tonight. He's been here forever.
3-year starter, right?
Yeah, there's some people like that where it takes a little while to get in that mold and get in that mindset. It's like you said, it's unfortunate that this year that schedule is kind of the way it is, because now those young kids have to grow up in a hurry, and there's just, that's what it is. It's week 3. There's a lot of growth to be had.
There really is, and hey, nobody's feeling sorry for us either. We've been on like we talked about last week. We've been on the other side of these for many, many years, and so it's a great challenge for us, a great challenge for our coaching staff. It's a challenge that I'm looking forward to. I believe in these kids. They've worked very hard. We got to get them to believe in themselves, and we're going to make some good things happen. But we're going back to the drawing board tomorrow and see what we can do. But again, I'm proud to coach these kids, and I'm looking forward to getting back to practice next week.
All right, Coach. Good luck in this upcoming week, and we'll talk to you before Sandwich next week.
Thanks.
All right, Coach Jeff Freench joined us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where Wilmington loses tonight at Lisle. 27-6 is the final. We'll go through your final totals here real quick before we're done tonight. First off, for Lisle offensively, rushing the football, Jay McGrath, 12 rushing attempts for 50 yards. He had 3 touchdowns tonight for Lisle, all of them 1-yard touchdown runs. Demetrius Kelly, 11 rushing attempts for 31 yards tonight. A.J. Kismer, 1 carry for 0 yards. Demetrius King, 4 carries for -1 yard. Dylan Lau, 1 carry for 4 yards. And Michael Walker, 6 carries for 6 yards and 3 assists on touchdowns tonight with McGrath. On the ground, 34 rushing attempts, 120 yards. I actually didn't tally that up like I should have. I got to come back to that. I'm out of the frame of doing this. Through the air, Jay McGrath was 5 of 9 for 116 yards. Demetrius King Jr. with 1 reception for 26 yards. The big difference tonight was Jacob Koval, 4 receptions for 90 yards. The 58-yard reception was the big one that kind of set up Lisle. 116 yards through the air. I'm going to just try to figure this out real quick. I want to say it's 90, maybe 98 or somewhere in that neighborhood. So we're right at 210 yards or so of total offense for Lisle, which isn't a lot.
No, really, it's not.
But it's where it came and how it was set up that ended up being the problem for Wilmington. Not a lot of yardage, but some big plays and then some breakdowns. For Wilmington offensively, Keaton Hopwood, 4 rushing attempts for -4 yards. Connor Dempsey, I can't remember last time I saw a line like this for him. 12 rushing attempts for negative 10 yards. Trey Shaw, 16 carries for 70 yards tonight. Sam Hafner, 4 carries for 11 yards. And Sam Chapman, 1 carry for 2 yards. Wilmington on the ground, 35 rushing attempts, 68 yards. Not even 2 yards a carry tonight. Keaton Hopwood through the air, not too bad overall. 7 of 9 for 86 yards and a touchdown. Connor Dempsey had 3 receptions for 74 yards tonight. Cam Harbor, 3 receptions for 11 yards. Grant Imhoff, 1 reception for 1 yard. Of course, there were a couple of interceptions, one by Connor Dempsey earlier in the game, and then Keaton Hopwood threw a pick 6 right there at the end, which is the reason Lisle ended up with the 27 points.
The add-on touchdown.
I mean, no doubt Lisle deserved the win tonight. Won in dominating fashion, and for Wilmington, like Coach Shereen said, it's time to grow up a little bit, figure out some things, get some assignments down the way they're supposed to be. And it's only week 3. It's a long year, but some things have got to get turned kind of in the right direction here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is still early in the season, and we've been around this coaching staff long enough to know that they will get things turned around. We will see better football out of this group of kids, and undoubtedly, there's going to be some rough practices.
Yeah.
You know, this week I talked to a couple of the kids at Catbackers, and they said they had good practices, but they were pretty tough practices. So,
all right, but before
the rushing yards.
Yeah.
That is just 2 weeks in a row. We haven't rushed for a total of 100 yards.
Nope. And not even 2 yards a carry.
Not even. I think last week it was 2.2 or something like that. It's just that hasn't happened in a long time.
No. All right, some not final scores, but some late scores here before we wrap things up. Coal City 28-0 over Herscher. It's Piatone 34, Reed Custer 13. These are all in the fourth quarter. Sandwich leads Mantino 28-14 in that game. And got to go on the road to Sandwich next week. And Lisle, of course, defeats Wilmington here tonight 27-6. Well, we're going to wrap things up here. We'll be on the road next week at Sandwich. We'll be up there, and hopefully Wilmington can get some things turned around. Jeff, thanks for being a part of this tonight.
Well, thanks for.
I know it literally was last minute for you.
I know. Well, I walked up to the setup here, and John said, "Oh, my dad's not going to be here. Here's a set of headphones."
Yes, you're on.
Okay, I've never done this before, but thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah,
I had fun doing it. I was disappointing, obviously, but it was enjoyable.
And one more score, Morris 15-12 at the moment over Creek Monet. So we'll wrap things up. Big thank you to Warren's Collision Center for sponsoring the post-game show here tonight. We'll be with you next week at Sandwich, roughly 7 o'clock for our pregame show. And we'll see if Wilmington can get everything turned around here. Big thank you to our sponsors tonight. Of course, all of you